Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another Friday blog with you all here today on Marvel Strike Force. I hope that you all had a great week. We have obviously to talk about some of the upcoming things that are going to be going on in this game, including upcoming events, probably some details on Escape from KYLN, which is going to be really important, and the confirmation and clarification over the data mines that I had saw earlier on this week. So hopefully we can get some firm confirmation about that, and I guess whatever's upcoming for the rest of the week and next week. You ready to go, everybody? Let's boil this down. I definitely had more to say. All right, okay. So, not too surprising. Starting off with the blog title, Penny for your thoughts. Penny Parker coming your way. Wasn't really surprised about that, right? So the final member of the Spider Society, who is really important, I gotta say, she does the trauma on enemies and raids, and she applies safeguard to Spider Society as well. So, no surprise that you kind of want the full team, right? But anyways, the return of Escape from KYLN and upcoming events. Here's the battle plan. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's get that out of the way first. Can I not zoom in? I swear. There we go. Zoom in. So we have a Dark Beast Blitz coming on Monday. And then we have the Pavitra event. Spider-Man Pavitra starts on Tuesday, which is going to be the Golden Hour event. You earn shiny coins, which is through campaign energy spending. By the way, I had this clarified. Plus raid with Spider Society. It's not actually, it's specifically points for the new characters. It has nothing to do with Ghost Spider or Noir. So it's like a one-time bonus points if you wailed out. The Peace and Love web milestone, which involves spending shiny coins. So there's going to be a brand new event store, which involves spending these coins, and hopefully it's not crap. I don't know the details of the store, what's going to be in the store, whatnot, but we'll take a look at that next week when it goes live. And the one thing that I do want to say is that this web milestone actually does not funnel into the main milestone. It funnels into the Alliance milestone. So that part is really important to understand. I had to clarify that as well. But the Peace and Love web milestone is associated with this Rise of the Planets Alliance milestone, which does involve raid battles. And of course, collecting allied supply orb fragments on the web. There's going to be a new RTA battle pass featuring Red Goblin and Iron Patriot. It's not just that. So we'll see whether or not... they cut the shards in half, I guess, for both characters, depending on who you're interested in the most. And then Escape from KYLN on April the 24th, which is Wednesday. Now, it does say it, again, for some reason down below here, but in the body of the blog, it does say the 24th. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's starting next Wednesday. There's some further details down below about that, though. Then we have an Invaders Quick Rumble Blitz, and Iron Patriot and Leader are entering the bumps, aka the Orbs and the Ultimate Store. So that's interesting, I guess, if you want to pull more shards for them or try, because the odds are still very low, but nonetheless, they'll be available in the Ultimate Store and also to buy for the Red Stars as well. So that's going to be there too, starting next week. So Penny Parker swinging your way soon. On April 26th, their offer goes live, which is next Friday, so this time-ish next week. It's going to be for Penny Parker, and I might core for her. I have this strange feeling that she might be the May month-long character, but I don't know. And I do just, whenever it comes to the last character, I always have this habit of just not buying them, like using my cores, and I do have a pretty big power core stash anyway, so we'll see what I end up doing. If there's like some reason or some good excuse for me to spend my power cores, then I might do that on a character, but we'll see. So Escape from KYLN. We got the official confirmation of the floors that yes, it is, like I said, 46 cells with 6 new cells. There is a minor difference of what I originally said in my video, but nonetheless, I think it's pretty similar. 3 character squads. We talked about what Escape from KYLN is like, so I don't need to really go over that again with you guys here. Check out my video when I talked about KYLN, and we'll be talking about this more next week as well. So again, all the rules are here. Basically, it's like a Scourge. So how your energy was, how your health was, all that stuff, when you clear each level is going to be the same when you go into the next ones, right? So you want to make sure that you're as healthy as possible with as much ability energy as possible when you go through these floors and you go to the next one. Now, the restrictions and the requirements are all the same as they were last time, right? So no surprise there. I data mined that. Now, there is a little bit of a difference, and where we thought that there was going to be 2 sections of villain bio, it is not. So they've just changed 38 to 40 as villain bio or undying, which actually just makes it a lot easier. So I don't know if you'll be able to get this. You might be able to do this without scroll, and maybe that's something that I would be interested in maybe doing some footage on, trying to do some gameplay, whether or not I can get through 38 to 40 without having to dive into Super Scroll. But nonetheless, you have that option, right? But do keep in mind that for now it's 3 floors for Spider Verse skill, which is Spider Society plus Black Hat and Craven, basically. And then 44 through 46 is Cabal or Underworld. So, the things that we kind of data mined about those teams are still the same. You need Gear Tier 18, Spider Society, Cabal, basically. You're not going to be using Underworld. Like get that out of your mind. But the villain bio has now a huge extension of what characters you can use. You had the Super Scroll before, but now you have Hive Mind, you have Venom, Carnage, you have Red Goblin, and the Undying characters, if you so choose, which makes more sense because when we data mine the enemies on the other nodes, especially, I think it was like floors 42 or something like that, it looked really terrible. I forget which one. It looked really terrible when it come to using Undying characters like, what was it? Archangel and things like that just in Carnage that really just decimated minions and things. Rewards for escaping though. So a lot of the same kind of stuff. However, they're offering us Ghost Spider character shards, red stars, and diamonds. Now, this was not a surprise. This was guessed in my Discord server beforehand. We talked about this. It made sense. They did Gambit as part of Unlimited X-Men, which was a raid team, or Extreme X-Men, which was a raid team, and then now we're getting diamonds for Ghost Spider, who is another raid team. The shards and the red stars, not so hot, but I mean, I think they may have done that for Gambit as well. Character shards, you probably most of us would have it, but she is farmable as well in Nexus campaign. So that starts again. It says April 24th, which is next Wednesday. So that's the date that I'm assuming is going to go live. Now it doesn't say how long it's going to be up. I think it's a week, but I personally can't remember. So hopefully I will get a chance to be able to do this. I do want to let people know that I don't know if I'll have time. I'm actually, so I have some news about something that's going to be happening to me next week, which I'll kind of relay a little bit later on. So hopefully I can still get some early kiln footage before those things happen. So I'll probably just be powering through this on Wednesday, actually, Wednesday night, possibly. So maybe catch me on. I might even be on Twitch stream. Who knows? Free Claim Friday, though, for this week, we do have more currency, of course, in Spider-Man Pavitra shards, planetary orb fragments for the current event right now, and some blitz charges. And then we have the event, which is the Pavitra unlock event, which is next week, called Golden Hour, starting on Tuesday. And you're going to be basically spending a lot of campaign energy to do this. That's primarily 95% of the points is going to come from campaign energy. But one thing that's really interesting is that it has a leaderboard. It just doesn't. Did it not mention it here? There is a leaderboard. Okay, well, we'll bring that up afterwards. I don't know why it's not mentioned here. And we'll go to the event. So, yeah, as always, subject to change. But no, we're not done yet. So we are going to take a look at the event milestones here. I'm going to open them up for you. So let's start with Golden Hour. This is the chart for that. I'm going to expand over here. We're going to move into our full screen mode and zoom in. And as you can see over here on the right hand side, the Spider-Man Pavitra shards are there. So 10, 15, 10, 25, 40, 55, 75. There's the event item. And then 95. So he is a 2-star unlock, keep in mind. How far we are able to go down here, I'm not sure. There's also 15 leader shards, which is pretty good. And there's some more shards. In total, I don't know how far we're going to be able to go, but this is the point inputs for the event, right? So you're getting bonus points for the new characters, Peter B., Spider-Man Pavitra, Penny Parker, and at 5, 6, and 7 yellow star for whales, right? And then you're going to be earning shiny coins, which is 95% of the input. It is an 8-day event, so that is interesting as well. But one thing that I do want to tell you is that there is a leaderboard associated with it. Why the blog did not contain it, I don't know. However, oops, wrong button. My apologies, everyone. Let's go back. And this is a Black Cat leaderboard for diamonds. It also contains at 1, 2, 3%, which is similar to the other leaderboards, more minis. It says 50-50 for the G19 tech minis. So Crimson Nanites and Crimson Tachyon Conductors. That's 100 total, up from what I believe it was 40 for the mutant ones. So this is going to be even more minis. So it was like 36 million gold worth of minis on the other one. This one's going to be even more than that. So this is going to be really important for people to get to 1 to 3%. But like I said, the only way to improve your score on this event is by having a 5-star Peter B, 5-star plus on him, Penny, and Pavitra. Otherwise, you're going to be coring like mad on campaign energy. But we'll be talking about that in the actual event video sometime next week. It should be, the event goes live on Tuesday, so we'll be releasing the event video on Monday. So keep an eye on the channel for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that ring and that notification bell so that when the event video goes live, that you can figure out what you need to do to get this 1 to 3%. Now let's take a look at the peace and love chart. This is the web milestone that I talked, which is actually funneling into the alliance milestone, which is the first time it's ever done that. Now to get points for this, you have to spend event currency. And I hate that they do this, because it should be earning, not spending. So there's going to be an event store, and in order to get points for this, you have to spend your event currency up to 10,000. Whether or not we can actually do with this is all free to play clearable, I don't know, but it gives Rise of the Planet milestones, which is the alliance milestone, and then there's Gamma Rays, the currency, and then there's some gold in here as well and some other stuff. So this repeats every single day for 8 days. Now, thirdly, we have the Rise of the Planet alliance-based event milestone, and this one does contain shiny coins for the main milestone. So you're going to have to rely on your alliance in order to actually get coins and points for the main milestone. This is quite substantial, which again is going to go towards your 1 to 3% leaderboard. So being able to push this is going to be really important. That being said, how are you going to push it, right? There's a limit on the raid battles at 90k. So real and earning supply orb fragments. So the only way that you're going to get above a certain point on here is going to be if people spend. There's no other inputs other than that for you to be able to do it free to play, right? There's limits. So I'm not sure exactly how far we're going to be able to get to. All I know is that you're probably going to get all the currency, so at least milestone 11. But beyond that, of course, and the web milestone, right? So you might be able to get a fair way down. We'll do some calculations about this on Monday, though, when it becomes a little bit more important. And I think that's honestly about it. It's a pretty short blog. We have the events to talk about here, but outside of that, and KYLN, that was the main thing, right? We had KYLN, we have the events, and let me know in the comments down below. I want to kind of really hone in on this part with KYLN, because there's 6 floors, but where is the 3 diamond going to be placed at for Ghost Spider? Is it going to be at cell 40, or is it going to be at cell 46? Because realistically, like, I think it still depends, what the rewards in 41 plus is going to look like, to depend on whether or not it's worth doing this now. My Cabal is not a gear tier 18, right? And they're the final floors. So if I upgrade them to gear tier 18, level 100, am I guaranteed to clear this? That's the only concern that I have, is that at low stars at 3 to 4 yellow, that if I do this and I don't clear it, I'm going to be super pissed. But if there's some red gear in there, I may do it. But if it's just the 3 diamond Ghost Spider, I don't know if I will. I might just hold off and take the 2 diamond or whatever it is and save my gold for some other things. We'll see. We'll have more to talk about this next week, though. So that's going to be the end of this blog video. And until next time, everybody, stay safe and healthy, and enjoy your Friday and your upcoming weekend. There's some more videos to come on the Boilon YouTube channel. So make sure, again, you hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell to make sure that you're all up to date here on Marvel Strike Force on my platform. So until next time, I'll see you guys then.